Yeah, so we met, this is a new customer for me. First time meeting him in person. We've talked on the phone a few times. Too bad we didn't get any interactions, but we don't like to push people to be on film if they don't want to be. But really cool guy. Showed us his place up here. He's got a neat setup with his wood burning boiler and stuff. I don't know, that was kind of cool. No, really nice guy. It's nice to have nice customers. That makes a huge difference doing this. You know, when you got good customers to deal with. There's a lot of stress in this industry in general. Like, you know, when your machine's down, you're losing money, all that kind of stuff, right? You guys know. But when you have a customer that's understanding that, yeah, sometimes parts take time to get, things out of my control, find things on the machine that maybe they didn't expect, and they might, you know, kind of question like, oh, well, how come that's a thing now? Or, you know, like you get the old, like, you get a level of trust with your customer. It just helps with, you know, what am I trying to say, Brandon? You get a good rapport, a good like relationship with a customer. It goes a long way. You know, they trust your input and they trust your opinion on things when you say like, hey, look, this is what I found. And you kind of give them a couple options and, you know, they'll trust your opinion that, hey, we should do what's best for this machine possibly or whatever, right? But you kind of leave the ball in their court at that point. Good customers, it makes all the difference. That's what we like to deal with, so. Yeah, so we did a little assessment too. He asked me to take a look. He's got a Kawasaki wheel loader. So we're gonna do engine pull on that, pull the engine out, and it's got a ring gear that needs changing on the flywheel, because when you go to start it, it doesn't always engage. It kind of just grinds on the flywheel on a dead spot there where the teeth have all been chowed down. So he asked me to kind of give a rough estimate. I mean, I think I've said it before, but I don't really like giving like quotes and estimates because a lot of what we do really varies. Like every machine's different. Even the same machine, two different machines, but the same model, can take you an hour longer to pull an engine on one just because you got some broken bolts or it's excessively dirty or something, right? So, you know, I give them a rough ballpark. I'd tell them it'd probably be about a day and a half, maybe worst case, to pull the engine, change ring gear, throw it back in. So I always like to leave things open, like, you know, look, this is best case scenario, but we got to be prepared for unforeseen things. And as far as parts go, you know, we're going to change the ring gear obviously, but there might be little incidental items here and there, like O-rings and little things that break along the way maybe, or, you know, are crusty and fall apart. So it's hard to give a hard and fast estimate on things a lot of times. Like if a guy wants like how much is it going to cost me to do this? Well, that's the problem. You get into trouble quoting stuff like that in this industry, and then you give them a quote that's very realistic because you're like, okay, it's going to be like, let's say you estimate based on time plus a little bit in case, you know, you add a little bit in case there's some issues that come up that you can deal with, so you're still in your window, and then you add parts and then you add incidentals and you add like maybe another 10% on your parts to make up for little things that you might not factor in, and then it's all said and done, your quote ends up here, and it might be that, but maybe you can finish it quicker. But you know, then you scare the customer off or something because they're getting this giant quote and they don't realize it. I mean, it's kind of a tough, quoting jobs is tough. I know a lot of guys, maybe they like to quote jobs. You're doing the same thing every day, but because I do different machines all the time, every job's different. Tomorrow I'm going to a John Deere backhoe with a steering issue. I can't quote a guy and tell him like how long it's going to take me to fix. I have no idea. You know, I don't even know what the problem is yet. You do your best to kind of estimate these kind of jobs and whatnot. And that's where the understanding customer comes in. You know, I told him like, look, there are things that come up, and he just, yeah, oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, totally. You know, he gets it. Things come up, unforeseen things. But the best thing is you just try to work with your customer, you know, on that kind of stuff, right? So comment, tell me what you want. You know, tell us what you want to see. We'll try to make it happen for you guys.